Gerald who gets this started. Off we go from a rainy Charlotte. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved. And we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but if this is a sign of things to come, he could be in store for a big game.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback. And then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 14.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
On first down, right back to Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On second down, it's Dak. He'll step up and run this. And he's in! Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys.
You know, it's funny, Mike, I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their weight, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state. And those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling. So early offensive success doesn't really surprise me. And now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from the rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now a 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Dowdle. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now Dowdle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So he'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Second down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got 3rd down and less than a yard. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the 1st down at the 49-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll go forward for a couple. Chris Barnes from that linebacker position making the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Panthers will recover the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Panthers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll run without it. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup in 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. The big fella, Quinn Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Devontae Turpin. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. Play fake. Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. C.D. gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
35-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Robinson on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away. And then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Tremble comes in motion. A second down throw for Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw, Young. He's going to air this one out, and that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. A big play for the Panthers. 35 yards.
I love the aggressive approach. You don't want to give...
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. No, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will get into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. Panthers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
At the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Prescott now. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go. Cowboys go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Panthers 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. To return is Hubbard. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Young to throw on first down. That one complete to Liggett. The Panthers will take their first timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 5. Now Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first down is Young. A throw there, caught by Liggett. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A 55-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
Before every game, we see these kickers. They have a very set and clear routine. We're down there on the field a lot of the times when they're working through it. They start in close, and then they work their way progressively back towards midfield. They end up taking the last couple kicks right around the logo, and that routine certainly paid off here.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. Grab it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2, and they got 8.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that 1st down.
Ooh. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Now Young gonna keep it himself. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Headed left, find time. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
17 yards. And the Panthers 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On second down, Young. And that ball incomplete over the middle. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Panthers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. On the carry, it's Williams. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run it with Williams. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. To throw is Prescott. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. To the air again. Prescott. That's to Ferguson once again. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Prescott again. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Down to the 10. And he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Taken by McMillan. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Panther first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Panthers first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Look at play action with Young. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Donovan Izaraku gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little.
Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look.
Play is under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So, a good challenge there. The look was conclusive. The feet were in, and this will be ruled a complete pass. Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for two.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the option, here's Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Williams gets it on the draw. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down, 8 for the first down. That is Ferguson in motion. On the ground, Williams. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And they'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Dak to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Pistol now for Prescott. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And now the timeout is called, so 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to force overtime. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be taken down on the return, and that does it. We are done with regulation and off to OT. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll walk his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 4 yards. And the Cowboy 1st down.
They'll go again here with Williams. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. It's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power.
And now, since we are in overtime, all challenges come from the replay officials. So we will get another look at this one. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
This one is caught by Turpin. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. That one, take it in. Devontae Turpin, touchdown, Dallas. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
One out wide. Dowdle. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Lost on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Tremble comes in motion. They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.